A knock echoes through the silent halls of the abandoned Blackwood Manor, rattling the aged window panes. But no one dares answer, for within these four walls lie shadows of a haunting past, secrets best left undisturbed. Hi, I'm your host. And along with me are two other intrepid explorers. We've traveled all over the globe searching for the most mysterious places we can find. And today we bring you the chilling tale of Blackwood Manor, what lies behind its darkened door. Are the rumors true? Or is there something more sinister at play? Join us as we uncover the truth of Blackwood Manor, where the line between reality and nightmares blurs forever. Have you ever seen a home so dilapidated and run down that you couldn't help but wonder why? Maybe it's the broken windows, the peeling paint, the weeds growing through the cracks in the concrete, or the unsettling stillness that hangs in the air. Perhaps you've even driven past, or maybe you've been walking and suddenly you notice it perched on the edge of the town, hidden behind tall trees, and it seems like it's shrouded in mist and secrets. Maybe it's a little different than the others. Whatever it is, you just can't help but feel like there's a story there. And when you get a little bit closer, you start to see more things. There's a swing set with a tire hanging from it, swaying in the breeze. You think to yourself, did a child live here? Where are they now? Was it a boy or a girl? Did they laugh and scream with joy on this very spot? But instead, you hear a blood-curdling scream. That stops you dead in your tracks. If you're brave enough, you might even venture to the porch, to the steps and hesitate. Then you ask yourself, should I knock? And if you do, what will happen? Would anyone even be home to answer? Blackwood Manor sits on the outskirts of the fictional town of Ashwood. Back in the early 1900s, it was a bustling neighborhood, a close-knit community of friends and neighbors. Now, though, the houses are boarded up, the streets are overgrown and littered with trash. And the closest thing to human contact is the occasional tumbleweed blowing across the street. While there's really no reason to go there, you do anyway. It's almost like you can't help yourself. So now you stand before the manor, the biggest house in this forgotten town. Here the foundations are crumbling, the roof is caved in, and the garden is overgrown with vines and thorny bushes. It's obvious that this house has stood empty for a long time, but what draws you to it? Is it curiosity, morbid fascination, or perhaps something else entirely? Inside, the grand foyer stretches before you. Dust motes dance in the faint light filtering through grimy windows. Heavy drapes hang as if waiting for an audience that will never return. Formal chairs are frozen in mid-conversation, trapped forever in the silent house. The stairs creak invitingly, yet unnervingly. Up they spiral gracefully, leading to shadowy landings and darkened rooms. You cautiously ascend, careful not to disturb the silence too much. Everywhere you look, the signs of former opulence remain, though faded with neglect. A ballroom where laughter once echoed now stands empty, the stage set for a performance that will never be. A nursery with a rocking horse frozen mid-stride, still awaiting its child. A library with its leather-bound books decaying on shelves, their secrets dying with them. In every room, the ghost of life lingers, whispering tales of joy, sorrow, and secrets kept within these four walls. As you explore, the weight of the house's history presses down. It's as if the very fabric of the house remembers every footstep, every whispered word, every tear shed. Here, memories solidified, trapping lives within the architecture. With each step, you feel their presence, a haunting reminder that this house is more than just bricks and mortar. The attic is dim and cluttered, filled with trunks holding forgotten dreams and tarnished silver. An old vanity with a cracked mirror reveals a face staring back, not your own, but that of a long-departed resident frozen in time. Sunlight streams through grimy windows, painting dust motes and intricate patterns on the floor. Below in the basement, cobwebs drape like macabre decorations. Faded oil paintings line the walls, their subjects watching with vacant eyes. Portraits of stern men in waistcoats gaze down, their lips frozen in cruel smiles. Beneath the floorboards, the murmur of voices persists, carried on drafts that rustle through broken window panes. In the dead of night, strange sounds emanate from Blackwood Manor. Floorboards groan under unseen presences. Footsteps echo in the halls. Whispers seem to slither through the keyhole of your awareness. Then there's the music, a waltz or a jig drifting from the parlor. Sometimes the mournful cry of a fiddle pierces the stillness. And then there are the voices, fragments of conversations carried on phantom breezes. They speak of tragedy, love, betrayal, loss, and longing. At times, it's as if the house itself breathes, sighing in the wind. And sometimes you think you can hear children playing, their laughter echoing, or the clink of teacups in the kitchen as spectral residents go about their daily routines. But when you turn to look, you find only emptiness and shadows. Now you come across a door, one you hadn't noticed before, concealed by shadows or perhaps intentionally hidden. It stands slightly ajar, revealing a glimpse of darkness beyond. A low hum beckons from the other side, a melody tinged with melancholy and power. Curiosity overwhelms caution, and you push the door open, stepping into the unknown. The room is circular with high ceilings and ornately carved woodwork. In the center, an antique gramophone rests on a table, its brass gleaming faintly in the dim light. As you approach, the music swells, filling the room with eerie resonance. The records spin, playing a haunting tune that seems to echo from another era. The gramophone plays on, its needles scratching across the record, each note resonating with the sorrow of forgotten memories. Years pass, and you continue to visit, each time unearthing more fragments of the manor's history. Through letters, diaries, and photographs, you piece together the lives of those who once called this place home. You learn of their joys and sorrows, their triumphs and failures, their loves and losses. You discover stories of passion, betrayal, tragedy, and sacrifice. And you come to understand the secrets that haunt this house, the ones that caused it to be abandoned and left to decay. You find a photograph of a young girl in a Victorian nightgown standing on the very stairs you ascended. Her name was Eliza. You learn she died of the Spanish flu, leaving behind a heartbroken family and a legacy of unanswered questions. You also learn about Thomas Blackwood, the original owner of the estate. He was a wealthy businessman who built his fortune on exploiting workers, including those in his own household. His ambition knew no bounds, but his conscience was long gone. Then there's Sarah Blackwood, Thomas's wife. Beautiful and enigmatic, she craved a life beyond the suffocating confines of her gilded cage. Her spirit lingers, yearning for freedom and peace. You find a hidden passageway in the library leading to a root cellar where secrets fester. Here time stands still. The air is thick with the smell of decay and despair. And you realize that these stories aren't just historical relics. They're a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of places, hope and resilience can flourish. One day, however, the door at the edge of town opens, and you emerge from the mansion, blinking against the unfamiliar sunlight. You feel changed. Your journey through the stories within the manor's walls has touched you deeply, forcing you to confront your own past and biases. But as you look back at the door, you realize that it's no longer intimidating. Instead, it feels like a friend, a confidant who has shared its secrets and stood witness to your personal growth. As the years go by, you become a beacon for others seeking solace or understanding within Blackwood Manor's rambling halls. And together, you and the house find peace.